Hello and welcome back, and I'm here with a couple of interesting stories for you. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. Now I'm here with a couple of updates, and this is the first one. So this story also quite interesting by NewYorkPost.com, which by the way has not been quite favorable to the Sussexes in their articles in the past, printed a story that I found quite interesting. So get this. And I will be self-editing because there are quite a few digs at Prince Harry in this article. So I'll just get to the relevant bits, which says, Prince Harry is New York's favorite member of the British royal family, despite stepping back from being a senior working royal member and releasing his memoir. So the article goes on to talk about how Harry will be attending Charles's coronation on Saturday, and he was ranked most popular, in quotes, the most popular royal among residents of New York State. And this is according to an online survey of 7,276 Americans. So that's quite a substantial number. So more than 39% of New Yorkers voted him the most likable royal. Get that? That's quite interesting. And you know, I find this very, very fascinating. There was an article also released by, I think it was the Express, and this was literally what they wrote. They said, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's fascination, in quotes, fading as popularity plummets in UK and the US. So it makes one wonder, which is it? Because right here we have more than 39% of New Yorkers who voted Prince Harry the most likable royal. They also say that Kate came in second at 28.6%, William placing third at 24.6%. And this was according to a survey conducted by the casino information firm bonusfinder.com. They also go on to add that Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, who will not be attending the coronation, placed fourth, followed by King Charles, while Edward ranked at the bottom of the top list according to the data. So that's quite fascinating as well. And this is also something that stand out. They said that the survey was taken between April 21st and 24th. And included a total of 26 royal family members, including lesser-known ones, according to this article, such as Zara Tindall, and they also grouped Princess Beatrice and Prince Michael in that lesser-known category, all of whom garnered 0 votes. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. It's interesting to me that Prince Harry, I think a lot of people find him relatable, and I think that there was that clip that went viral a couple of years ago where some A-listers, when asked which royal family member would they just love to hang out with, and Prince Harry topped the list. And I think that's something that's always been known. He does not have airs and graces about him. He's so laid back. He's the kind of person who will just blend into whatever situation you put him in, whether it's in rooms with politicians and rulers and monarchs, or just with the regular Joe down the road. I think a lot of people know that about Harry. And they've said this, that overall, Prince Harry, who dished on the royal family, as they say in his memoir, Spare, he was rated the most popular royal across genders and all age demographics. So, as I said, quite standout. And I will add this here because this article keeps trying to put Spare as, you know, a kind of a tipping point on where people in the US might turn against him. You can see that kind of like an undertone in this article. But it seems that whatever Prince Harry revealed in his book never actually impacted how people see him. In fact, a few revelations that he did give forth in that book about his own upbringing and, you know, some of the things that he has faced, I think they made him quite endearing to the public. It made him so regular, if I can put that in terms. I think Prince Harry, he's always had the trappings of a royal, but the reality behind it hasn't perhaps matched what people perceived. Just imagine it. Think back to that image of Prince Harry sitting outside their first home in Nottingham Cottage, eating outside and just looking so normal, just not what people might have thought his whole princely life was about. And of course, the revelations in his book have also put a whole new gaze on that. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. I would love to know your thoughts. So there's been another article that came out here very, very interesting, where they have talked about the fact that Prince Harry's seating in the Abbey. According to an article, they've said that he will not be put behind any pillars, in quotes. Of course, a lot of people have been speculating on Prince Harry seating at the Abbey, and of course, considering his unique position as a direct descendant of the reigning monarch, in fact, his second son, people have been asking, whether the fallout of his book with the family or the tensions might have placed him in some obscure seating. So there has been someone who has spoken about this and said that Prince Harry is likely to be seated in a pretty good spot. And they've said this, quote, "He can't look like he's been shoved into one of the lesser pews," end quote. They said, quote, "He's a family member. He's the king's second son. He's coming over for the coronation. He's not going to be hidden behind a pillar," end quote. So yeah, I think a lot of us have known this. I don't think they'll try to completely hide him. There is some undeniable interest in him. And I think a lot of eyes will be on the Duke of Sussex. A lot of those body language experts will be out as well, trying to check on every move. So let me know your thoughts on that as well. Now, this is interesting news to me because it came out on the heels of a story that is just an I told you so moment. So here, courtesy of Sky News Australia. Now, let me start off with this. Remember a while ago, I gave some advice to the organizers of this coronation. And this advice was long before we knew Harry and Meghan would be going to the coronation or not. Knowing the mistakes we have seen people who are connected to that institution making, I'm going to flash a couple here on the screen. I gave them some friendly advice on ensuring that that coronation would go amazingly. But of course, but now we have an update, and this is well before the coronation is here. There seems to be quite some forecasts on two fronts, one with the weather, and the one importantly that I'm going to address here is on the public interest concerning this particular royal event. So let's get into this. So this article says this: "The decline in the number of US media crews at Saturday's coronation event in the United Kingdom indicates maybe the, quote, royal sparkle is dimming," according to Sky News Australia's host Piers Morgan. "Assessing Britain's monarchy as a brand may seem superficial," he said, "but not to the royals who've seen themselves as a family business ever since George VI named them the firm." Piers Morgan went on to say, quote, "Will the monarchy under King Charles continue to stoke global intrigue? With some commentators thinking King Charles III coronation will be the monarch's last imperial hurrah," in quotes. That's a quick summary of this. And I did say this before. Many of these international stations and outlets, they cannot free up airtime, which is valuable, which is profitable to them in terms of ads, ad space and all that, and have an event where people may not tune in. It makes no fiscal sense. Just like how they have prime time slots for advertisers and people who want to put their programs there, which guarantee the most returns for them as well as for those who choose to put their products in those slots. They have to make sure that if they dedicate the time, and I think this coronation, I think it's about 2 hours, 3 hours or something like that. They have to make sure that if they dedicate that time to this slot of a coronation, that people will tune in and will tune in without flipping to other channels and stuff like that. So I said in that video that Meghan was a guaranteed draw. People would love to tune in to see what she's going to wear, her tiara moment in that hypothetical timeline. But no, she's chosen to step back. The family did not reach out and have her feel welcomed and even try, just try and have her, even if it was just for the reason to ensure that people will have eyes on this event. You've got to know where the strength is in terms of the sparkle. Princess Diana had that. Meghan has that. And there's no use denying whether that's a fact or not. Her and Harry together are just so magnetic. But anyway, Prince Harry's coming. He's in. He's out. He wants to get back for Archie's birthday. Meghan isn't coming. Camilla, according to an article that I saw a while ago and I took a screen grab of it, they talked about her. They said, Americans secretly hold grudge, in quotes, against Camilla for replacing Princess Diana. So we all know how Americans have that whole love affair with Diana, people's princess. Everyone across all age groups and races loved her. People across the world loved her. She was the people's princess for sure. And I think she said she would be the queen in people's hearts. So did the firm, in quotes, think that the interest for Camilla would be that high? I think they're gonna find out. So on some good news, as we all know, the Sussex Squad show up strong in terms of fundraising, and in celebration of the Sussex children, Sussex Squad have launched the, quote, Sussex Squad Kaboom fundraiser that's going to be running from May the 4th to June the 4th to celebrate the birthdays of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. And for those of you who want to know more about Kaboom, it is the national nonprofit that works to end play space inequity for good. So they combine their decades of experience in community engagement, and their play spaces spark joy and foster a sense of belonging for communities of color. Kaboom aims to build play spaces for underserved communities, and as we all know that Harry and Meghan have had a close relationship with Kaboom, and they built a playground for the residents of Uvalde, Texas, to provide hope and community 6 months after the senseless tragedy at Robb Elementary School. We also know that Meghan visited the town and laid flowers at a makeshift memorial and donated food to help a blood drive. So Harry and Meghan partnered with the city and the nonprofit Kaboom, and they built a new community play space in Uvalde, and it was called De Leon Park Playground Project, intended to bring families together, where in fact the children in the community gave their input on what they would have liked to see and play with in their dream playground. And the mayor gave a statement as well saying, quote, coming together to build the new playground at De Leon Park has given community members a way to unite around something positive as they try to heal. We are grateful for the rallying of support from Kaboom. He also thanked Harry and Meghan, with others who are committed to long-term health and well-being of the kids and families of Uvalde. So that was their first project, and now here is Sussex Squad coming strong with this fundraising charity for this organization. And our website, which I'm on right now, the goal is already 80% along the way. $15,925 has already been raised, and I will leave links in the pinned comment. Please go over and give to this fantastic work. And also amazing, Kaboom has acknowledged this fundraising project. They went on Sussex Communities Events Twitter and have written this. They said, thank you for supporting our mission to end place space inequity. And it's exciting. So thank you for all your amazing work, those of you who've given. Thank you for your generosity. And as I said, links will be provided. And this was a special poll for my patrons and members here on this channel, and asked a question concerning the last video where, as we know, Simon Durante Day is launching a legal bid to make William and Harry submit to DNA paternity tests in a legal battle where he wants to prove that King Charles is his father. And I asked a question, do you think William or Harry will submit to DNA paternity tests? And it was unanimous on my Patreon and on my membership. You all said no, they won't. And Lydia Washington, who is one of the channel moderators here, said, if he claims Camilla is his mother, he can ask her children to test. Based on her track record, there's assurance on who the father would be. I do believe Prince Harry or William will get involved in this mess. So that's your comment, Lydia. Thank you for sharing that with us. So yes, once again, let me know your thoughts on that story. Quickly here, I'll just add, do you think William or Harry would in any way submit themselves to DNA paternity testing to give closure to Simon Durante Day? I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section as well. Thank you to all members and Patreon supporters who voted. Thank you for letting your voice be known. And now, as always, before we log off, a special thank you to those who support this channel financially. A special thank you right now to you, Georgia Walker. Thank you so much for your giving, your generosity, and your kindness. I do not take that for granted at all. God bless you. Thank you to Sylvia Ward. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for all the ways you have chosen to support my work here on YouTube. It truly means a lot. Thank you. Thank you to Martha Jones. I thank God for you every day. Thank you for choosing to come along with me on this YouTube journey. Thank you so very much, Martha. God bless. And now a special thank you to those who gave during the last live. Thank you so much to you, Black Queen. Once again, you have been such a tremendous support. Thank you. Thank you to Lola Love as well. I appreciate you for your love and your kindness. Thank you for the boost. Thank you to Mrs. S. You are so, so generous to this channel and so, so kind and dear. Thank you. And thank you to R.R. Carter. Thank you for your continued support for my work here on YouTube. It truly does encourage. Thank you to you once again. All of you who have given to this channel, I pray for God's blessings to abound upon you. Once again, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, click that subscribe button, let YouTube know you enjoyed what you watched. Thank you to those who do, I appreciate that as well. Have a great day, and if you want more updates and want to watch more videos, click the link up here and at the end cards, and I will see you there. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.